On the right-hand section of the steering wheel, you can find the Citroën universe through voice control, volume management, and telephone communications, amongst others. On the left side of the steering wheel, you find three features. The limit button allows you to activate the speed limiter. The button assist allows you to activate the adaptive cruise control. By pressing on this button, you can set the distance with the vehicle in front of you. By pressing again on the assist button, you can activate the lane keeping assist. When you activate the previous two functions, the highway driver assist is automatically activated. No need for a rev counter in EC4, as there are no gears to be changed. Instead, there is a power meter, which is a system that measures the energy that the battery sends to the motor and vice versa. There are three different areas in the power meter. The eco area in the center and on either side, a power area on the right, and a charge area on the left. The eco area indicates that we are sending sufficient energy to the motor to drive normally, whilst optimizing the range. The power area indicates that we are asking for more power for exhilarating electrical performances, or for overtaking, for example. Lastly, the charge area tells us that we are using regenerative braking. Every time EC4 decelerates, slows down or loses speed, the motor acts like a dynamo and recharges the battery. This free, renewable energy can increase your range. Over to you to become an expert in eco-driving. The digital panel displays essential driving information, like the speedometer, fuel gauge, range, etc. Press the button on the end of the lighting control to run through 5 customization modes. Navigation mode that displays information on the current navigation. Driving mode that displays information on the driving aids. Minimum mode that displays the power meter, the equivalent of the rev counter in a combustion vehicle. To end, you can customize your display using the Personal 1 and Personal 2 modes. Go to the Settings menu at the top right of the touchscreen. Then to Options at the bottom left. And then lastly to the Panel Customization button at the center bottom. The left-hand menu offers 3 possibilities for customizing Personal 1 mode, and the right-hand menu offers the same 3 possibilities for customizing Personal 2. The Personal 1 and 2 modes are only available on new EC4. A gear selector successfully replaces a gear lever. EC4 must be stopped without fail to engage forward drive or reverse. Why don't you practice? Go ahead. To start moving forwards by engaging driving position, D means drive, keep your foot on the brake and pull the button backwards. D is then lit up, indicating that EC4 is ready to move forwards. Releasing the brake and pressing the accelerator automatically releases the electric parking brake, and the vehicle starts to move. Similarly, to start moving backwards by engaging the driving position, R means reverse, keep your foot on the brake and push the button forwards. R is then lit up, indicating that EC4 is ready to reverse. Note that for safety reasons, the selector has to be pulled or pushed to end the stop to change directly from D to R or R to D. You thus feel 2 notches under your finger. To activate the parking brake when parking EC4, keep your foot on the brake and press button P. P means park. If you switch off the vehicle, the electric parking brake is automatically engaged. Lastly, you can move to B. B means brake mode by pressing button B. Once activated, you feel more motor brake and therefore more regeneration whenever you take your foot off the accelerator. This is especially useful in town or on a steep slope.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
The driving mode selector is next to our gear selector, a button that gives you a feeling of changing vehicles. The default mode is normal when starting, the perfect compromise suitable for everyday driving, which gives you 80% power for an ideal balance between performance and consumption. When you press the drive mode button at the bottom, you move to eco mode that limits the motor to 60% of its power and also limits air conditioning and heating. This driving mode is ideal for optimizing your consumption and creating records. Lastly, press the top of the drive mode button twice to change to sport mode. This releases all the power, making it easier to overtake or join an expressway, for example. And for reasons of safety, regardless of the driving mode chosen, if you put your foot right down on the accelerator, you can go past kickdown, which gives you full power instantaneously.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
There is also a head-up display projecting driving information on a transparent panel in the driver's field of vision. Use the selector at the bottom of the dashboard, driver side, to set the height, brightness and retraction.
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
Some driving aids can be deactivated in the Drive Vehicle menu on the touchscreen, like for example, blind spot monitoring. Lastly, the active lane departure warning system is activated by default when you start the vehicle and is disconnected by maintaining the button providing for this purpose, next to the steering wheel driver side. Deactivation only takes place after an orange pictogram appears on the instrument panel.